meant to take care of you? I mean, wake up. And the US dollar is fake. People are scared. So we're raising a bunch of snowflakes. Don't change the world, change yourself. The reason I wrote Rich Dad, Poor Dad was because I knew this time was coming. And we have, as a world, have never been here before. And so is it a spooky time? Damn yeah. It is probably the most dangerous time ever. There's nothing to compare it to because there's never been a world economy before. For example, 100 years ago, if there was a stock market crash in England, it didn't affect anybody. But now the US market goes down, the world goes down. So plus with social media and all this we're doing now, and so we've never been here before. And I'm excited about it because I make more money in crashes than I do when they go up. So, but for the average person, they'll get wiped out. I'm afraid at the worst, I hope I'm wrong, but I think we're heading for a global depression.
Global depression?
Yeah.
What does that look like?
Depression. I mean, people are depressed. The economy stays down. It's hard to come back up. And now the good news is that for those who are prepared for it, like you and things like this, you'll do better. See, not everybody dies in a plane crash. Some plane crashes. But the last crash in 2008, I was on Wolf Blitzer's program 6 months before Lehman Brothers went down. And I said Lehman was going down. And nobody listened, but it went down. And so I've been expecting this market to go down for quite a while. And I'm concerned about my fellow human beings. But as you know, most Americans are clueless. They don't know what's going on. The reason I wrote Rich Dad, Poor Dad is the US dollar. That's my book over there, Fake, which came out last year. Fake money, fake teachers, fake assets. And the US dollar is fake. Never in the history of the world has any fake money ever survived. And we're doing the same thing. We just keep printing this money. And when I wrote Rich Dad, Poor Dad almost 25 years ago, people said I didn't know what I was talking about. I said savers would be losers. Now, today, there's quantitative easing, which is counterfeiting money. And then you have zero interest rates. And people are still saving money. Are you nuts? They just printed, I think, $500 billion in September of this year because the repo market is going down. And the average guy goes, well, what's the repo market? They don't know. So that's why it's fake money, fake teachers, fake assets. Our education system, it has been my rant forever. Why don't we teach people about money? Why is it? We all use money, but we don't teach people about it. Because the best time to start a business is right after a crash. I made more money after 2008 than ever in my whole entire life because everybody was hiding like little cockroaches.
Wow, you made more money after 2008 than your entire life.
Yeah, so when, here I'm talking about the coming depression, everybody says, oh, you're such a pessimist, I go, no, I'm excited. I get sexually stimulated thinking about all the bargains that are going to be on the street, I mean, it's going to be bargains everywhere. Another thing they should know is the bigger something gets, i.e. our banks, the more fragile.
So the too big to fail companies are?
More fragile.
More fragile.
And the companies that will survive are like our companies because we're small.
Nimble.
Yeah.
We make quick adjustments, quick moves.
The bigger they are, the harder they fall, right? So just know that those who are in big companies who think they're safe might be at the most at risk. If you're working for Bank of America or Wells Fargo, you might be at risk.
So you would position yourself more with startups than the bigger companies.
Small company.
Incredible advice, by the way.
Trump is my friend. Governor is my friend. City councilman is my friend. Got to play the game. Don't change the world, change yourself. That's what I say to every person out there. Now, if you don't know anybody, let's say you're an employee of Google, you're screwed because you don't know anything. Who's your accountant? Who's your attorney? Can you read a financial? Do you know how to trade a stock? Do you know how to short a stock? No, but my team can. Less than 0.1% of Americans own precious metals. And silver today is 50% below its all-time high. So silver is the biggest bargain sitting in the market as we speak today. Today is 2020, right? In 10 years, 2030, 2 billion baby boomers across the world will retire. Japan's broke. Argentina's broke. China's broke. Italy's broke. Germany's broke. All these old guys are retiring. And the stock market, I live in a fairly exclusive place in South Carolina, and I was talking to my friends there, and they said, oh, we love Trump, we love Trump. Stock market's at all-time high. And I said, yeah, but so is our debt all-time high. See, they watch the stock market, they don't watch the debt. And the repo market, the repurchase market, is one of the biggest markets in the world. And the Fed is bailing that one out now. So the average American is watching the stock market, but not what's really going on.